Look, don't even worry about it. We're here. We made it happen. I can't believe it. This is the For Real Podcast. I am your host, Monty.
And I'm Nicole.
And guys, today was a great day. It was a busy and productive day at work. Yeah, let's just talk about that real quick. How was your day, babe? Talk about it.
My day was good. I apologize for the sweat. I just came back from a walk with Ritz. It's probably 80 degrees, maybe 77 between 80. And I have a hoodie on. I kind of got this thing where, like, when I start sweating, you know how rare it is for me to sweat. So when I start sweating, let's just keep it going. So I get the calories off.
Literally.
So I'm just going to endure, and I don't want to get eaten by mosquitoes.
I feel that. Yo, it is hot. It is hot today. Beautiful day today. Great day at work. Very productive. Beginning of the week was kind of slow, which sucked. I hate when it's a slow week because it makes the day go by slow, and then productivity is just down, and I just don't like that. But today was good. We knocked out a whole bunch of stuff. Super glad for that. And now I'm here today. I did that, and I went to Alfred Brothers to pick up some blanks. I went to Publix to get our sub, and then I went back to work so I can print off-brand stuff. Did that for 3 hours. Came home, put this together after we had dinner, and now here we are. Woo, boys! I gotta get back.
How's your 9 to 5, 5 to 9 life treating you?
What do you mean?
9 to 5. And then you're 5 to 9. Like everything that you're doing afterwards.
So which one? Both?
Both.
Oh, I mean, I hate life, you know, but no, I don't hate life. It's just, it gets hectic. It's not even that it gets hectic. I just don't like when things don't go smoothly. That's what I don't like. When things can't just flow, it's probably the most aggravating thing. But I should know that by now. This setup is just the most tedious thing to do. Sometimes Logic is going to act up. Sometimes I have to disconnect my freaking interface. Sometimes we're going to need to do bug spray. God, hopefully that's not flammable. Yeah, there's just a lot of moving parts. And I need to just understand that this stuff has to be done on Saturday or Sunday. And after this, I'm going to edit it. So let's go. And then we're going to schedule it so it's post tomorrow. What are we doing today? What are we talking about?
Yes, let's jump into it. We're talking about the movie.
And just do it.
Yeah.
What movie are we doing?
Exactly.
We are doing
What movie are we doing?
Air.
Air. It's such a whack name.
It's awful.
Air.
It's awful.
Air.
Could you think of a better name? Real quick.
Jumpman.
Okay.
Jumpman. Jordan. Even though... whatever. Yeah, Air. Let's talk about it. So last weekend we went over to Chattanooga, Tennessee to go see our great friends Mike and Nicole. Eminem, if y'all didn't know, crazy. We got a bunch of Eminem friends nowadays.
We're kind of Eminem.
What?
We're kind of Eminem too.
We are Eminem. What do you mean? Kind of. We are.
Well, because you know.
No. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so we are here today to talk about this movie. We went over there this past weekend to go watch it. Scheduled to get the tickets. Shout out AMC, except for this one.
Except for this theater.
I'm sorry.
That was a bad look.
I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all had it. I didn't know y'all had it bad out there in chat at this AMC.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, because the AMC out here is tough.
We should have known from the moment they couldn't make a refund transaction that this was not the place.
Listen to me. We had... We were under the impression that one of their friends was going to be coming with us to the movie, so I went ahead and I got all of our tickets. And my buddy it's their friend, so I was like, all right, bro, you just cash at me the money, blah blah blah. Come to find out, we come and get to the movie theater, and where is she? Oh, she's not coming. What? Anyway, so then I was like, yo, I'm gonna try and refund this ticket. I go ahead, obviously get everyone else's ticket so they can go sit down so they don't have to wait with me like a child. We get to the counter. I'm like, hey, a friend didn't come. We want a refund for this ticket, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's a big ordeal. They're like, all right, hold on. I have to wait for the manager to get in. Just give me my $12. Just give me my $12.
Don't you hate it too when the person behind the counter is
12?
frantic? Like, I'm chill. Why are you frantic right now?
Dude, literally, like,
You got
calm down.
other people
there wasn't
here.
even that many people.
Yeah.
Dude, it was wild. Anyway, so waited for the manager. Manager came out. He was like, "Oh, checking my like QR code," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if this matters, but I already got my tickets." And they're like, "Oh," I'm just like,
That's
that's why.
That's so.
What?
We can't issue you a refund because the system already like thinks that you checked in with
here.
the ticket and it already thinks that you're here.
But what we can do, at no expense to you, is give you
At no expense to you.
coupon.
I already paid for
Yeah,
it.
it's mine.
What are you saying?
It's mine. I don't want this. Now I have to scalp this like it's a baseball
Yeah.
game. Like,
And
hey,
it's only
anyone want a
one
ticket?
ticket?
One ticket to air. Who the heck wants that?
Wait, it was for a ticket to air?
No, it wasn't. It was just one ticket.
Oh my God. I
That'd
was
be crazy,
like,
right? And it just like expires.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
no. It's just one ticket.
Okay.
But we got that one ticket, and man, I'm sorry. Anyway, then we get our popcorn, we get our candy, our snacks. That was cool. Then we get to the theater.
Wait, even before the
What?
theater, remember I told you I went to the bathroom? My toilet was flushing for a good 2 minutes.
Hey,
like, I did what I
yo.
had to do and went to go wash
That
my
boy said,
hands, and my toilet was still flushing. I'm like, this is a bad look. I asked the girl.
Yeah.
I said, where's the ladies' room? She was like,
This is the ladies' room.
And she's looking around. I was
She doesn't
like,
know where the
first day on
bathroom
the
was?
job?
Dang.
It was crazy.
Dang, we're
But she
flaming.
looked
If y'all-
so official. She had the earpiece and everything.
The
Didn't know where the
earpiece.
bathroom was.
For y'all who didn't know, my first job was
yeah, you
Regal
worked at
Movie
the
Theater.
theater.
Regal, shout out Regal, put me on. All right, put us on, man. That was my first job. I worked there for 3 weeks because I thought they were playing me and holding out my money. I went. Quick little story. I went to work. I was like, yo, if they don't give me my money, bro, I swear if they don't give me my money, bro. And then all I did was I got into work, I clocked in, I fill up the pretzel steamer. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Grabbed like a big old cup, filled it up with water, and I was like, man, freak this. And I just left.
I love that
just
you have
left.
like this memory.
Oh, it's a core memory. That's it. And I just left. But shout out Regal. It was no beef to you. It's just beef to your employees. That was it. But yeah, we like Regal. We go there in Medlock Bridge Road. If you ever want to see us, come by. Let us know if you want to see a movie with us. Fire.
But I was
Goes
saying how
awkward.
I went to the bathroom
Uh-huh.
and then we go into the theater.
Yes.
Tell them about the seating.
Sorry. We get into the seating. We go up there. Bro. It's 2023, my guy. 2023. What kind of chair you think I'm supposed to have? A recliner, right? A recliner. Boy, I had the old whoop-de-doo. Bro, that jug.
The wee.
Yo, it had no leg rest. I need some leg rest, my boy.
I
I
could
be on
still
my feet.
see not just the person in front of me, but all the people in front of him too.
I saw the
Like,
guy go
there
ahead
was-
and checking the freaking the rooms to see. Like, I saw the guy working his job. I'm like, all right, what's going on here? This is ghetto.
no AC.
This is ghetto.
Lord, it
Yo,
was
it was
hot.
1,000 degrees, bro. I'm
And we're like
what is?
elbow to elbow with the people next to us, like with our friends that came.
What am I
It was-
doing here?
It was
What
so
am I
hot. What did
doing
I
here?
do the last 10 minutes?
Dude, she straight bounced on us. Nicole straight bounced. She said, babe, I just got it. And she gets up and she just moves. Ritz, go.
Finish your treat.
And she just goes and she moves to the left side and sprawls herself out. She's like, I just need to get it. It's too hot. And I felt her though. It was terrible. It was terrible. That's just us sitting in the theater. In the theater.
Theater.
Then there's the movie.
Yeah. Ooh.
Guys, I don't even have my list because we're recording.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to just break them down. Y'all, for those who are home and just, you got a pen and paper? You got your phone? You got something? You got to do the math for us, okay? Boy. All right, babe. Let's get into
Yeah.
it.
All right, let's talk about the cast.
Air, starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, directed by Ben Affleck. If y'all don't know, quick little rundown. Give the quick little rundown of the movie book. What's it
Really,
about?
the I mean, I would even say the movie singles down to how Nike made a comeback. from the
Hey, go.
the athlete game, the athletic.
It was really their
sphere.
basketball department.
Okay, their basketball department.
They
Great.
made running shoes.
Right. They were only known for their running shoes, but their biggest competitors were Converse and
Adidas. No, I need to. We don't got time for this, for you to try to figure it out.
Sorry,
I know
it
it.
was
I'm
right
helping.
there.
I'm helping.
Fine. Yeah, so those were their biggest competitors, and they were at the bottom tier.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they needed a comeback. Matt Damon scouted, or not even scouted, but he chose, he wanted to put, I can hear him.
It's okay. Leave him alone. He's good.
They wanted to put all their eggs in the Michael Jordan basket. At least Matt Damon wanted to, and his job was basically to convince everybody that that was worth it.
Everyone else wanted like real D-League type of guys that no one knew about, had no flair, had no game, none of that. They had like no budget. They had no budget for the athlete that they needed. And I think it was they had less than 250. They had something. I'm gonna
They
say
had 250 total.
They did?
And then they were supposed to split
it
it
amongst four
players.
Amongst four players. And they're like, nah. Matt was like, nah. How about we take all that and we put it on this guy? Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, I saw the preview and I was excited. I was so hyped, bro.
And from all that is the birth of Air Jordan sneakers, and Air Jordan the brand
Yes.
in total. So that's what the movie was about.
Yeah. So again, right? Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. I'm hyped because I'm a big Matt Damon fan, huge Ben Affleck fan. Like, I love their movies. One of my favorite movies is Good Will Hunting. I'm sure you guys have seen the monologue that I did. So I'm excited. I'm like, man, also found out that it had been like over 15 years since these two have been together on the screen together.
Wow.
So that was really cool to me. I was like, oh, this is going to be special. Now, writing, what is it? Acting, writing, chemistry? Is that how we do it? Writing, acting, chemistry? Something.
I think writing is separate, but
Writing, pace.
believability.
Yeah, it's up there, but writing, pace. Writing, acting. Let's do writing, acting, pace.
Okay.
Okay. Writing. There were some jokes. There were some jokes in there. Guys, this might be, I don't know. But for me, it feels like this says a lot about the movie. There's not many memorable things. And I'm one to
No.
remember a movie, my boy. I mean, I remember a movie.
Yeah. Nothing really sticks with you
And
when you leave.
And let's talk about, what did I say when we were in the theater? I was like, oh, how long is this movie? 2 hours and 38 minutes?
No, that wasn't that movie. That was John Wick.
Oh.
Like, can we replay that joke
We
though?
could talk about that. I was like, man, how long is this movie gonna be? How long is this movie gonna be, babe? Like 2 hours, 38 minutes?
2 hours and 49 minutes.
No, longer. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my word!
I could have sworn I said 49.
No.
I guess it's 58.
Yeah, it was in the 8 round. That was the whole. Oh God, this is how this episode's gonna go. Let's go, baby. Talk that talk. Go
You
ahead.
could have just said what you said and let it happen.
I couldn't. Okay, we can do it again. I can cut it. This would be the first one where we cut and it's not live. Okay. Babe, how long is this going to be? Like 2 hours and 38 minutes?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Shit.
No, that was the funniest part, was that you didn't even whisper it. You were like, shit.
Yo, I was so like, yo, no shade towards Keanu Reeves. Honestly, y'all know what Keanu Reeves does. You know what type of movies he do, whatever. Okay, we're outside if y'all didn't know. But Keanu Reeves, right? John Wick. I know that's not the movie, but all it is just people getting shot.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah. Getting shot for 3 hours, bro, with like 10 lines.
If you just want to learn 1,200 different ways how to kick a man's ass, just watch John
That's
Wick.
the movie.
Learn every move.
That's the movie. It's kicking
That's
ass
it.
for dummies.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
But yeah, don't talk about it because that's when he starts jumping. But yeah, so that was a long movie. This movie was long too, though.
It was.
It was like 2.5 hours, right?
It was.
And then the whole thing is like, okay, writing. Sorry, I'm going all over the place.
Yeah.
Writing. There was nothing memorable, bro. Like, I feel like the only part that really got me was when he talked to this guy. I think his name was like Bob something or Dan something. The guy who was Michael's agent.
Okay.
That guy. He was extra, but he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
He was the comedic relief that I needed in this movie. And there was certain parts where like Ben Affleck as Phil Knight, just him being dressed that way, never seen Ben Affleck dressed this way and talking this way and acting this way, and I was just like, that's funny. But other than that, what was really memorable? Okay, fighter jets.
I think the only other thing is probably right when they're doing the they're really doing the pitch
Yeah.
to Michael and his family, and it's going south. So
Yeah.
then Matt Damon like intervenes. He's like, "Turn it off, turn it off,"
The
and he
speech.
does his little speech.
The speech.
That's probably the most memorable. Literally, the only memorable part.
No, seriously, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am disappointed. Again, writing that was the best thing, and also like it wasn't really like it was the best thing because I don't know. But when he like tells Viola Davis, who plays Michael Jordan's mother, go into those meetings, go to meet with Adidas, go and meet with Converse, and I'm gonna tell you how those meetings are gonna go. If I'm right, go ahead, you have my blessing. But if I am wrong, then bring Michael to Nike for a meeting. Lo and behold, he was completely right. He knew how the men on the board were going to dress, how they were going to basically try to manipulate her with like the most cheesiest sayings of sayings, and didn't care about anything but getting their money for whatever amount of years, and that's it. And
I think maybe not the most, but another memorable thing were the different like marketing tactics that Matt Damon mentioned,
Yeah.
like about
Jason
like having
Bateman.
more than one sneaker, and
Yeah.
he was like, no, it already depletes the value as soon as you show more than one.
Yeah.
So he was like, only make one sneaker.
Yeah.
And then like the colors, I didn't even know that there was like a color rule
Yeah,
with
that it
things
was like you
that.
have to make sure you show a lot of white or something. It's too much red, and then
Yeah.
they were like, "F it," like, yeah.
We'll
I'm
pay
going,
the fee for every time.
I feel like we're going south there. I want to like stick into the writing. But yeah, like the writing of it was just like there was just little things that they said that was just like, oh, this is cool. But that's it. There was no like, like I didn't feel no trumpets. Like,
And-
oh, this is crazy.
And not for nothing, but I feel like other Ben Affleck movies
Yeah.
are like that. He's just
Okay.
kind of a serious guy
Okay.
where that's just his tone.
Okay.
I don't think he's very Matt Damon. We've known like as an actor at least that he's done like The
Ritz.
Bournes and he's done pretty exciting movies. But Ben Affleck, I just feel
Ben Affleck has done The Town. What do you mean? He's done Argo.
But I don't know if those are, well, I've never seen Argo, but I don't know, because I'm thinking, what's that one that he did, By the Sea? Something By the Sea?
Manchester?
No, that's his brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's another movie that he did, but it was the same thing. Like, it was supposed to be like a gangster, kind of a bad boy, thug movie, but it was so
I wonder if
mellow.
it's the one that we saw with Zoe Saldana.
I don't remember.
Live by Night or Live by Night. Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But I just feel like if that's his style of directing, then, then it's almost like he's sticking to...
but that's
his
directing. This
standard.
is what I'm saying. I'm talking about writing. Just writing. Like actual words.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going for. Just the straight writing aspect of it. And I was just like, there was no like quote that was like so huge or anything that like stuck out
Yeah.
verbally from this movie. So that had let me down. And then let's just go on to pace. I'm gonna let you talk about the pace, especially since you was a little hot toddy.
Yeah. The pace, I'll be honest, I done almost fell asleep 3 times
Nah,
during
same.
the movie.
I was just bored.
Nicole told me she was falling asleep during the movie too.
Dude, I was literally just bored.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching it, and it was killing me because, like I said, huge fans of the both of them, and I'm just like, but I wanted to give them benefit of the doubt because I was wondering, is it boring to us purposely because this takes place in the 70s, 80s, 70s, 80s? Later time. It's definitely around there. I don't know when.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were getting Was Jordan still? Yeah, he hadn't been in the NBA yet. He was still like right out of college or something.
He was like just drafted.
So then it had to be, but the colors, that's the whole thing. Maybe that's even wild too. It had to be like late 80s what they were going for. But like the colors in the office and the style of dressing to me reminded me of like a mixture of like the 70s. It was weird. Like it was just, that's why I'm so confused. The colors too, to me, it felt like a little bit of a mess. And I was warned. I was warned by a friend. They were like, I heard some bad things about it. And then usually I don't like to take those things, take it with a grain of salt. But I was like, let's see. They were right.
Yeah.
They were right.
Yeah, the pace was so slow, and I think the only time I was really attentive were those key moments, like when he meets Viola Davis, when he has the big speech pitching to Michael, and when he has the adversity with the agent and things like that. Other than that, I kind of just like, I was on like autopilot for those in between moments.
Dude, it was so bad. And at least this is probably why I couldn't sleep, because there was no AC. There was no AC. We had a bad movie and we had no AC. Oh my God, bro. There's nothing worse. There is nothing worse. Because at least I could fall asleep. And I wouldn't mind spending the $12 to just knock out. But there was no AC. And that is AMC's fault. AMC, AC, whatever. There's something there. There's a joke there somewhere. But y'all ruined definitely my night there. But then, wait, no. Then I went somewhere. Didn't I get coffee?
Afterwards, we tried to, but they were closed.
I made coffee. But then I got to see a movie at the house. That was good. Sorry. I'm telling you, this one was like not.
I'm curious to know what you thought about the acting between Jason Bateman. I just feel like is the same person in every movie.
Every single thing. He's just sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. Matt Damon, but then also Chris Tucker, because we haven't seen Chris Tucker on the screen in a while, so I want to know what you thought about his performance.
I like Chris Tucker on the screen, bro. It felt good. I mean, he's getting old, man. That junk made me sad. That was like one of the first like comedians that I think I liked myself, because my dad had taken me to see Rush Hour one time, and then I just loved the movie, and we saw it 2 more times. Like, it was crazy.
The first one?
No, the second one. Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 2 is incredible, bro. Oh, so good. I mean, you got them. You got Don Cheadle has a cameo in there. Not Rosario Dawson. What's her name? Rosie something.
Perez?
Rosie Sanchez? Rosary Sanchez. Maybe it's Rosary Sanchez. I don't know. But anyway, pretty decent cast. Super funny. Going back to this movie, I thought he was funny too. It was just like he was older. It just felt like he was an older guy. He was not Chris Tucker from when I was young, where he was just a little wild. Like Money Talks with him and Charlie Sheen. Woo, dang, bro. Remember when the big dude from Couples Retreat is in jail with him? I showed you that when he tries to put his arms on him. Yeah, man. It's definitely not the ratchet Chris Tucker that we once knew. He's definitely older now and more mature. But but I enjoyed it. I thought he was cool, and especially that part when they think that Michael went with Adidas, and it felt like just such a genuine friendship and emotion, and even from Matt, that was a great performance from Matt Damon too. I'm gonna give that to you, man. I like that a lot. So I'll go for that point for believability for that. Yeah.
And Matt Damon?
How he did?
Yeah.
He did good. It's just, it sucks, bro, because the whole thing was just boring.
I was going to say, was it just like the script was unimpressive, so it just made everything else?
I can't stress this enough, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. This movie was like all flash, and you're waiting, and there is no bang.
They probably showed the best parts in the trailer, and that's what got us all in the theater.
No, not even. Like, I remember the trailer. The trailer wasn't impressive at all. But I wasn't going to judge it off of that because it's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. I'm like, these are my guys. I'm not going to, like, put them into the trailer category. They might go crazy. And I watched it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Not it. Writing, acting, chemistry. That's what it is. Chemistry, go.
Chemistry. Well, I would say Matt Damon definitely committed to the role. I felt like he was who he was playing. And in being that person, his chemistry with his co-stars,
Hold that thought. Keep speaking.
his co-stars was believable because he seemed like he was really being, I don't want to say the jerk, but he was just being the very stubborn one that was just kind of like, no, I'm not going to give up on this guy. You know, so he seemed like everybody else's headache. He seemed like everybody else's pimple, like very annoying to. Yeah, the expression is pimple on the ass, but I didn't want to say that. But like, there it is.
Everybody's pimple. That was interesting.
But he seemed like he was that person to everyone. But he also seemed like he had a great friendship with Ben's character. They just
Sonny and
exude
Phil.
Brotherhood
Yeah.
when they're on screen together. Everybody else, I guess, was really pretty disassociated, though. I felt like everyone was their own, like in a cubicle, you know? Like there's a wall between everyone.
Yeah.
Nobody's really connected.
Hey, that's a really good... No, that was really good. Like, you would just you see these people and be like, when are they going to, like, become part of this story? When am I going to feel... There was no warmth. There was no real warmth. Except, especially, like... Dude, Viola Davis, I thought, did great, too. But... It was weird because she did great as a mother, even though they don't really show her with Michael. Mm-hmm. But she had the heart, like a mom who just cares about her children and is there for their well-being. So shout out Viola Davis for sure. She was slick, dude. When she was like, "This is what you're gonna do. We'll sign with you guys for the $250, but we also want a percentage of every shoe sold." And she was like, "It's either these are my conditions or." Y'all could take a walk because Adidas is going to take us regardless. Bro, to see a parent... And this was good. This was a decent line. I'm sorry, decent, not fire. But she was like, Matt was like, I'm sorry, but that's just like... That's not how this industry does business. It's just, I know it's unfair to you. It's unfair to Michael. It's unfair to me. Or she said it's even unfair to him. And she was like, Mr. whatever, his name was Sonny. Every so often there's a certain person that disrupts, you know, or like can make this change happen. And I was like, wow. Like when you think about it, because like I feel like people just get so caught up in this is not going to happen, this can't happen, this will never happen. You know, that's everyone telling us that, and we start to believe it. But for her to say that, I was like, yeah, you just never know who is that person, when is it going to happen, and you'll never know until you try.
No, and then remember the end credits. We see that Matt Damon's character, forgive me, I don't know his name.
In the movie, it was Sonny.
Okay. He was part of a lawsuit that basically enabled every athlete from then on was due their royalties for
exactly.
things like that. So
exactly.
There you have it.
Huge, bro. Shifted history, bro.
Yeah.
Shifted history. And I don't know, I'm not going to say anything about Michael Jordan. I'm not going to talk about great people like that. But I believe, like, if this man never did what he did, not that Michael would have, I don't know, but he had someone who believed that was great and was going to be the best. Like, he even said at the table, he's like, when we die, people will forget about us, but you're going to change the world. And I was like, whoa, like, that's freaking nutty, you know? Incredible. That was cool. Believability, I guess I'm going to go off and say, yeah, because of, like, the age and the year, and what's it called? I think, like, having someone next to me like Mike who cares about the sport so much, knows history about Phil Knight, about Nike in and of itself, I was like, okay, I'll give it a whatever for believability. What about you?
Yeah, I would say 4 out of 5 stars for believability, only because I just feel like it couldn't have just been Matt alone. Maybe it could have. You know, maybe he really was just that voice for Michael. I don't want to give him, like, this white savior image.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like there had to have been way more moving parts. Like, at the end of the day, it's not just an inspirational story, but it is business.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have known really, like, I'd probably look up myself, you know, what happened, what transpired, and how long it took, because obviously they shortened it down for a 2-hour story.
Yeah.
But to see how long it took and all the moving parts would have been interesting. But I would give it a 4.5 or a 4 out of 5 because nevertheless, like I said, right, everybody played their part in the business of it. They showed us that. So I assume there probably are a lot of hands in the pot.
Got you. What do you feel about like costume, stage design, and music?
Oh my God. I didn't tell you this, but the music I thought was awful.
Really?
I thought it was so cliche.
Like,
And I thought they probably got it off of like Ben or Matt's like 80s playlist.
okay.
And I mean that in a very stereotypical way. Like they looked up like a white boy's 80s playlist and played that.
Okay.
They didn't look for any kind of diversity in it. They picked like every kind of song you would associate with the late 70s, 80s.
I think late 80s, but yeah.
Late 80s?
I think so because Bulls in the 90s, you know, that
Okay.
was. So I'm gonna say mid to late.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
did
for that.
not appreciate. I was like, this soundtrack would probably be cool to people who want the classics. You know, they want the hits. But
It was probably cool for the older generation.
Yeah.
Because those who saw Michael play for the Bulls, saw his come up, saw his whole career, lived that time of Run DMC, you know, lived that time of, I believe he said, Bruce Springsteen, like all that whole era. So I'm sure it was cool and nostalgic for those. But I know what you mean. It's just like, it feels cheap. It feels,
Yeah.
you know, just like right now, if I
like you
make a
didn't do your
reel.
research.
Yeah, if I make a reel right now, I just go up there and they have the top 10 songs. So I just pick
Exactly.
something from there and just pop it in. And you just think you're
Exactly.
popping, and it's not the case.
Yeah.
I feel that, babe. I could definitely see that. What I love, though, is I love the costumes. I love the
Yeah.
costumes throughout the whole thing, bro. Costume design was dope. I love freaking Ben Affleck's hair. I love seeing him with his freaking feet out like Phil Knight. He
His
had like
jogging.
this jogger suit with the tight pink shorts and the freaking Fabletic pants. Nuts with their big shoe at the time was a Nike Cortez, which is one of my favorite sneakers. Was so cool, bro. I love that. He had the Pit Viper glasses. It was dope, bro. It was dope. And then to see them make the Jordan 1, I think one of the coolest sneakers ever.
Did
Incredible.
you see too? Matt Damon had on like the towel polo, like the one that you wanted Christina to make.
Towel polo?
Yeah, so it's got the collar and the sleeves and everything like a polo shirt, but it's like towel material.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't peep it.
But I thought that was
It
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. So I think the costume was dope. Hair, Jason Bateman's hair, like it was cool, bro. I really liked that. Yeah. I guess I can agree with you with the music just because it was super cliche, especially here around DMC. Which I mean, I guess you got to play it if you're gonna talk about Adidas because they helped make it such a big shoe. So yeah.
And they played that freaking what is that Eddie Murphy movie where he plays a cop?
Beverly Hills?
Yes,
Cop?
they played
Dude.
that one. I was like, of course.
Dude, Reggie Hammond, bro. Come on. I love Beverly Hills Cop, man. Yo, let us know if you want to talk about old movies, too. I don't always have to freaking watch a new movie. I'm down to talk about an old movie. Y'all, it's getting dark here, but we hope that you can see our face because of this candle. Baby, they can't see my face?
No, you're black.
No way.
Yeah.
Touch the screen. That doesn't even make sense. None?
I could try to zoom in.
Try.
No, you look like you're about to tell
Bam.
a ghost story.
But you can see me?
I mean, I can see you,
That's
but
all
I
that
can only
matters.
see like what the
Yeah, the little
candle
glow
is lighting.
That's
Yeah.
fine, guys. We're making our slow crawl back into this. It's been a while. We thought this was gonna be cool, which I'm sure would have been cool if I got home at 6:30 like I anticipated. But I got home at 7 something. So bear with us. But honestly, tap more into the movie because I'm spent on this thing. Like it really was not.
Yeah. So
I
the
can't
only
stress it.
The only thing that I like waited to tell you
Yeah.
when we were watching something the other day was this could have been a Netflix documentary. It didn't need to be a whole movie.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I said to Nicole when we were walking out. I was like,
You know what I didn't like?
didn't need to be a movie. What?
I didn't like the flashes into
Flashes?
the like they flashed to real life Michael Jordan
Oh, yep.
stuff that was from the Last Dance documentary that I was
didn't
just
know
like,
that.
it just felt cheap. Amazon, do better. Do better.
Yeah, Amazon Studios.
I was hype. I was like, oh, Amazon making its way into the movie. No.
They're too busy trying to get your package out on time.
No. Listen, Amazon, learn from me, okay? Jeff Bezos, if you're watching, and we know you are. If nothing else, learn from my day today. I thought I could go to work for 8 hours. I could get blanks. I could go to Publix. I can go print for 3, and my silly self had the arrogant naivete
Naivete.
to believe that I could do this podcast perfectly. Look, we're sitting in the dark right now, my boy. Learn from me. Learn. I honestly have nothing more to say about this. I don't want to bore you guys. I know it's getting dark. This visual
Yeah, no,
sucks.
we're just gonna talk in circles about how
It just wasn't it.
if you want a good nap, make sure your theater has AC in it.
Make sure your theater does not have the Rockabye Babies and you have a good recliner. I'm just going to go ahead and give a random score off the top of my head. Ready?
it.
Let's do it on 3.
Wait. Okay. I think. Yeah, I have. Go ahead. Yep.
1, 2, 3. 2.9.
3.7.
Whoa.
And I took
3.7,
I
babe?
took some naps. Yeah, because they still it still felt like the times, and I loved the Michael Jordan mystery.
3.7 is almost, you love that?
Yeah.
Why did you love that?
Because they didn't he wasn't supposed to be the focus of it.
But why did you love that?
Because it would have been expected. I love the build up. Every time you're just like, is he gonna look at the camera? Oh man,
Oh,
he
he
just
never
missed it. He
does.
never looks at the camera. Oh, somebody just moved in front of him.
I
I couldn't
hated
see his
it.
face.
For that, don't be there.
That was the
Don't
only
be
thing that
there.
kept
We
me on
don't
my
care.
toes. That was the only thing that kept me on my toes. Was like,
oh my God.
Michael? Nope.
Oh, and just when you think you know a gal, just when you think you're right there, 2.9, 3.7. Well, guys, that lands us at about a 3.3 and a half.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's around 50%. So if you like betting and gambling, go see this movie.
Yeah.
Go
If
see
you're
it.
into based on a true story type films, go for it. Go for it for the American history.
Just make sure whatever theater you go to has blowing AC, good snacks,
seats.
good seats, and you're in good company.
Yes.
Guys, this is the For Real Podcast with your host, Monty,
And Nicole.
and we're freaking out of here.